Hello, and welcome to another spooky episode of Marla Plays. I am Manuel.
I am Perla, and I'm here against my will.
No, you're not. You're here by your will. Anyway, we just got very, very unsubtle hints that we're eating Mariah.
Yeah.
Something smells terrible in the living room.
I know this is what was going to happen in the beginning, but I'm disturbed that it has happened.
Okay. Someone puked in the corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment.
Why do I have to wipe it up?
Well,
Not your
they
mother.
didn't nice. They were being nice. Good morning. Good morning, little guy.
Well, Natalie, what's your decision?
I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside.
I think you should listen to what she's saying, man.
We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was?
And Natalie, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision.
Why so quickly?
Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife.
And you wanted to romance her.
I mean, she's the one with the knife. We got it. We have to.
The group disperses.
She'll probably kill us last.
Seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do?
Wrong choice of words, my dude. Talk with the Chumpettes, because they're up to something. They hear shit.
Let's do it. Let's talk with some chumpies. None of the Chumpettes are around. None of the fun Chumpettes. Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time.
Fuck, is that it? Really? Okay.
And nothing can we call our own but death. And that small motto of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you creeping up behind me. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Do you know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all of the classics.
Are they spirits?
Why did I stop?
The people that died here?
I can't turn a page with just my tongue. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, very strange choices.
I am offended.
Even for someone like you. I've wondered why you're so accommodating for these four. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment.
He's a spirit. He's someone that died here.
Oh well. Excuse my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking, and your livers have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's books on the bookshelf that can explain all of this. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is common in diabetics. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system.
You gotta be keto me.
Stupid. Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like...
Ammonia?
I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. If only the Chompettes had something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe card. You unlocked Potato's recipe. I personally wouldn't make it, but you have a taste for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we?
I'm like, were we a cannibal before we came into the cabin, or did we turn into one?
I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting.
Because I do find it weird that we were cooking vegetarian dishes in the beginning. Not that being vegetarian is weird, but that's not the first go-to.
But Natalie, You okay, little guy? And Natalie looks pale. He's going to pass out.
Natalie, have you made your decision?
Yes, I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Natalie.
Oh my god.
Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy.
The only thing Gregor has is big.
I'll miss you, little guy.
Thank you, Natalie. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best.
Shut up.
Oh.
I'm just a little scared, this much. I have so many buttons on my shirt, they all look like smiley faces. Anyway, Karin.
You're a bitch. Yes? You're a bitch.
Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Natalie?
My bad.
You say nothing.
I'm sorry I brought us into the meat. Goodbye, Natalie.
Jeez. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy.
Hope you enjoy my butt.
And Natalie has left the cabin.
Oh my god. What do you think is the meatiest part of a human?
I would say arms and belly, I guess. Arms would have fat, but I don't know.
I think the belly would have more fat. than
Sorry,
arms.
yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Continue.
See you soon, little guy.
Yeah.
In my belly.
In our balls. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night.
Jesus. They're your friends. Karin goes to the bedroom to sleep.
Jesus ain't here, honey.
I didn't tell him the truth.
Right?
Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him
I love him.
I'm missing him already.
God damn it, we should have talked to Gregor more.
Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. It's canon by the creators that Gregor actually does like Natalie.
Oh,
Romantically.
No.
You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear scraping from the floor.
Oh. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. He's as tall as a tree, but as
That was
dumb as a
me.
brick. Oh.
What's the matter? That's a terrible one. Got it?
We have a mission?
What's
Oh my god. Why? Yes.
You nod. You tell Brett that pun didn't make sense. Brett hops away, squeezing himself through a mouse hole with a small pop.
Mm-hmm.
You fall asleep, thinking about what Brett told you.
You have to protect Gregor. I wonder why.
You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with the towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake up in a cold sweat.
I was butchering the meat.
Those cracked glasses?
It's only day 2.
That's cracked glasses?
Wait. Oh.
You wake up in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or...
You found some meat.
You found some meat? Everybody's still asleep.
Long
This would be a
pig.
nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide you cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Karin runs into the kitchen.
Oh god. What is this smell? Give it to me! Now!
You don't argue. Karin grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God.
Oh, God.
Already. Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do.
The fuck?
Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing a second cutlet.
Do we, the protagonist, lure people into this fucking cabin or some shit?
The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table.
We are evil. This is our cabin of horrors. I can't think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now.
Karin is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch. Try to keep this food down.
Oh my God.
Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karin leans in to whisper.
I'm glad Mariah and Natalie are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it?
A lot of fucking. You tell Karin.
After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. We are a cannibal. Even with the nightmares, it was worth it. Hey, we had nightmares from the very beginning. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now, it's all I can think about. I've read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft?
You tell her.
Huh. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me like a mold.
Karin pauses, deep in thought.
You know, Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? Are we in on this together in one way or another? Why wait for him to come back?
Karin hands you a vial of liquid.
I think you know what needs to be done. If we poison the human, doesn't that poison the meat? This is anesthetic. Never mind, not poison.
Reading the thing explains the thing.
This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. This is for the best. My reputation's never been worse, so you must like me for me.
We don't want to get copyright strikes.
He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him.
This request is beyond extreme.
Will you do this for me? Why don't you do it, bitch?
Why don't you do it?
Okay, let's just fully immerse ourselves in our cannibalism. But yes. I knew you would. Thank you. We're already bad guys.
You nod.
We've killed 2 people.
She's learning quickly. You definitely think Karin will remember that.
At least I'll find love by the end of this.
This music does not match
Nope.
the mood anymore. Karin hands you a vial of mysterious liquid and you add it to Gregor's mug.
Gregor? It's been a while since you had some water. Come drink with us.
Oh, fucking guy.
I mean, we're putting him out of his misery, if anything.
Gregor looks frightened. I can't stop thinking about the little guy. I can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Natalie and Mariah.
Let us toast to a Natalie and Mariah. They'll always be inside of us, Gregor.
Jeez. Until we finish digesting and pooping.
Can't change that now.
Gregor begins to weep. You're right.
We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. What the fuck?
Okay. What?
Raw dogging it. Eating raw meat is one of life's great gambles. Get awfully sick, or...
Gregor slowly puts the meat into his mouth, ignoring the smell. He swallows each bite with a wince on his face. Try not to get sick. I'll never forget the first time I met Natalie. We were kids. I was chopping firewood outside the house, and Natalie brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I had never held one before. He told me not to crush it between my large paws. He did have miniature hands himself, so I get it. And Karin, what did you put in this water?
He's shrinking. Would you do anything to save your friends, Gregor?
Of course. Gregor's eyes start to droop. What the hell was Karin's liquid?
Anesthetic. I think it'd be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you onto the couch, Gregor.
Yeah. Thank you, Karin. Gregor passes out cold.
Thank you. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up. What the fuck? Okay?
You don't want to interrupt Karin with this.
Oh my god. Is she the cannibal? We just fell for it? No, we were the cannibal to begin with.
You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Natalie slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly.
No nightmares this time. Have I stopped eating the meat? We have the meats.
These are bad meats.
Wake up, sleepyhead! Okay. You were having a nightmare. Something's in the doorway! Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast.
With what?
That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. What the fuck? Come on, let me show you. Do we have Gregor still alive?
You get out of bed and head to the living room.
Ah!
What?
He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. I joked about this in like episode 1. I did not.
Yeah, you did. I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, God damn, you witch.
Man, this shit up like a field medic. It's just, okay, when there's cannibalism, that's just one of the things that happens. I didn't want to see it, though. What is it, Gregor?
Where are my...
God, you're stupid. Maybe you spend as much time reading books as chopping wood. We wouldn't have chopped you up. You would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. Necropsy.
What are you talking about?
Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you're immediately drowned? You'd sink like a log.
What? I was an Olympic gold medalist.
I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. Fuck. That leg was pretty tasty, huh?
Gregor goes pale.
How's that for a big breakfast? Uh-huh. And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I will end you. Hey, I don't want any of it to go bad, so I have to eat the fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat.
This has gone too far. Hey.
Kill me.
All I wanted to do was keep everyone alive and together.
Oh my god.
But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me?
No. No, buddy, no.
Hey, thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained my belly was not full.
Okay, child.
One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours.
Yeah, any human will do that to you.
My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never forget this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation.
Oh my god, I can't stop staring.
She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod.
I mean, we gotta keep the meat fresh.
Gregor goes a little more pale.
Oh,
Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones.
the bones I have left.
Or what's left of them.
Ah!
Please, consider it my dying wish.
Yes.
Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for the knife. Okay?
Was that knife really sharp enough to fucking cut off limbs?
Gregor begins to look at peace.
And Anthony. And Natalie, I mean. Did you press something?
You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. Yeah, that was him dying.
Oh my god. What the hell do you think you're doing?
You tell Karin that Gregor gave up.
We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now.
Karin leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find other remains.
Oh my god.
Gregor, you look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
No one's done the dishes.
Let's
either?
play hide and seek.
Oh my god.
There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now, so watch out for that
Oh
knife.
fuck.
Probably best to avoid the knife.
Well, duh.
Wait, isn't that your knife?
Uh-huh.
Why did you let her have it?
You shrug.
As the leader of the Chumpets, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck.
I just wanted to get my dick wet in the cabin. I don't want to be involved in this.
Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You have been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karin in the living room. Looks like Karin's just slicing away at a block of wood.
Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all of the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you?
Which one do you want?
Basement key, I guess. Let's get straight to the point.
Basement key it is.
Wasn't it in the kitchen?
You can't remember.
I haven't seen the key. Did the trumpets lie to me?
Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first?
Cupboards.
You open a few drawers. They're empty. They must have been full of the dishes that are piling up. Yikes.
Cauldron.
You hear some rustling around. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot.
You found me.
Why is this giving me
Well
clues,
done.
clues vibes and I hate it.
As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. I guess you have to help me out.
Cabbage has joined the party.
Oh no.
4 Chompettes to go.
What's next?
What is next?
Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompettes in no
They're
time.
gonna steal my soul.
You ask Cabbage about the
I'm gonna
basement
be
key.
a radish.
Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven.
I'd rather be a tomato.
There's nothing but a pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key!
There it is. That's the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one.
You got the basement entrance key.
Oh my god.
Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes, find Onion.
Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right?
Explore the bedroom.
Exploring the bedroom.
Let's
Gives you like whiplash in a way, huh?
Yeah. Found him. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me. Onion. Today, I'm sweet as just sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? Yes.
You tell Onion the truth.
Whoa! Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah and Natalie and Gregor. Fuck, we killed 3 people.
Yeah.
But yikes. That's 3 people gone in less than a month. What the fuck? Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? What the fuck? Are you 5? I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, didn't mean to be rude. I got your back.
Onion has joined the party.
Glad to have you join us, Onion.
No problem. There's nothing else to do today.
That's not true.
I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he is on carpet.
Bread.
Let's get this bread, the one and only.
Trumpets. Let's move out.
Very Autobots.
Your party is quickly expanding. 3 trumpets left.
And depleting.
You're getting a terrible headache. And your face is feeling numb. And your legs aren't moving.
What the fuck?
Oh well. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help.
Oh my god.
You suddenly feel a second wind coming along. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Bread? You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time.
Maybe you said with some bread. Don't you love him? My guns are going to put it on that one. Yeah, 100. About 100. I was just a son. I was Lord of it. That a particle promenade. Really?
The fuck?
Where's the tire? I'm here. Well, it's just a bit of time, but everything's in the green game. A really big garbage tester.
I don't even know what's in the basement, dude.
Bread, we need your help finding Potato.
The town is in the basement. We missed you, big guy. Come help.
I was really just talking to no, your partner coming good for you. I'm coming.
Bread has joined the party.
That's great, Bread.
Raspberry. Glad to have you on board, Bread.
And also Potato.
The Potato's in the basement. We know where he is.
Nah.
Wait. Are you drooling?
Oh, God.
All 3 trumpets are staring at you.
Are you thinking of eating us?
You accidentally lick your lips.
Snap out of it.
Yeah. Slap you with my leaves. What the fuck is... You already ate. We're no good for that.
What?
Holy cow, get them up.
So heavy. Us? Did we pass out? Why did we pass out?
You stumble to your feet.
I think I heard her over by the basement door.
Perfect. Trumpets, mosey out.
Mosey out. Nah, I thought it was move out.
You have 3 trumpets in your party. And we're going to leave it at that. I think we're almost done.
Oh, the entire thing? Oh my god. It's just... it got worse.
It got so much worse.
Oh,
I'm glad you're having fun. All
sure.
right. Stay safe
Sane and smiling, everyone.
and cannibalistic.
Bye.
Bye.